Hola estudiantes, hoy vamos a aprender sobre las letras más difíciles de español. Son C y G, okay? We're going to learn about what I think are the most difficult letters in Spanish, C and G. They're not too difficult, but they are a little bit more complex than the other letters because there's two ways to say them instead of just one. Okay, so we're going to explore that today. You see, with the letters C and G, there are two types of sounds. One is called a hard sound, a hard consonant, okay? So the letter C can be pronounced ka, ko, and ku, okay? That's the hard version of C. And then there's a softer sound, okay? The soft version is pronounced like an S, se and si, okay? So ka, ko, ku, se, si. That's how you pronounce the letter C. Okay, G works the same way. It follows the same pattern. Okay, so G can be pronounced ga, go, gu, or it can be pronounced with the soft version of the G, which is a lot like an H. He or he. Ga, go, gu, he, he. Okay, you'll notice that the vowel sound that comes after the consonant is what determines whether it's a hard sound or a soft sound. So a, o, and u make the hard sound. Ka, ko, ku, ga, go, gu. Okay, e and I make the soft sound. Okay, se, si, he, he. Okay, do you see that pattern? So that's why it's a little bit more complicated. It's not that it's difficult, it's just that there are two sounds. One way to remember the soft sound is to think of sh, which is, the sound for getting someone to be softer, okay, to quiet them down. And sh is made up of S and H, just like the soft sounds, S and H. Se, si, he, he. Okay, so let's look at some of the words that you're already familiar with that use both these types of sounds. So some words that have hard sounds that you know already are Coca-Cola, camina, corre, cuaderno, and cabeza. And some sounds with the hard G are agua, mucho gusto, segundo, guapo, and gordo. Okay, so those are the hard sounds. Now we'll look at the soft sounds. Soft sounds that you're already familiar with are ciencias, difícil, fácil, educación, and cejas, eyebrows. Some soft G's you're familiar with are geometría, geografía, and inteligente. So let's look at some words that you're not as familiar with. Take a look at this first one, and I want you to think, is this going to use a hard consonant or a soft consonant? Sí, la palabra es cadena, cadena, a chain. Let's look at another. Is this the hard C or the soft C? Sí, centro, centro. Okay, so this one used the soft C. Centro, cadena. Okay, let's look at another example. So would this use the soft C or the hard C, and then sound it out? I hope that you tried to roll your R. This word is pronounced sierra, sierra. Okay, close. Okay, another one. How would we say this word? So this word means circus, and it is pronounced very similarly to the word circus. Okay, it's pronounced circo, circo. Okay, circo uses one soft sound, si, and one hard sound, co, circo. Okay, and let's look at one more example with C's. Sí, la palabra es cacerola. Cacerola. A casserole. Okay, so in Spanish this uses one hard C, ca, and one soft C, se, cacerola. Alright, let's look at one more example with the letter C. Sí, es cerámico. Cerámico. Okay, it uses the soft C in se and the hard C in co. Cerámico. Okay, now let's look at some examples with the letter G. I want you to think, is this a hard G or a soft G? Then sound it out. Sí, gárgola. Gárgola. Okay, two hard G's. Gargola means a gargoyle. Okay, let's look at another. Is this a soft G or a hard G? Sí, es gelatina. Gelatina uses the soft G. Gelatina. Okay, another example. Is this a soft G or a hard G? Sí, es gente. Gente uses the soft G. Gente. What about this one? Would it use the soft G or the hard G? Sí, son golosinas with a hard G. Golosinas are like sweets or snacks. One more. Sí, es girasol. Girasol uses the soft G, he. Okay, girasol means sunflower. And another. Sí, es gerbo. Gerbo uses the soft G, he, and gerbo means gerbil. Okay, that's all the practicing we're going to do for today. We'll practice more in class, but I hope that that helps you figure out whether you want to say inteligente or agua. Okay, so if you've mastered these, congratulations, you've mastered the most difficult letters in Spanish. Hasta luego.